What'd you get there?
I got soup of the day. It's really good, made with fresh ingredients, right in the back of the house here. So it's really, really good.
Is it?
Yep.
What makes it so good?
Well, I guess the chef, he uses fresh ingredients, and he has a process. This is what I've heard, that he has a process of layering in ingredients during the simmering process, and it sort of builds a flavor profile. So it's good. What about yours?
It's unreal.
Yeah.
It's a really, really good soup. I love this soup. It's made by a different chef.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. See the corn in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice and bright. Well, he puts that in kind of like your guy at the end of the simmering process.
Oh, okay.
But in the beginning, he does a lot of extra simmering, like he'll put his chicken and his broth in, and he'll reduce that down to make that flavor really, really strong, right? And then he'll start layering in those flavors, much like your guy. Is there starch in your soup, to get that consistency?
Gosh, I really don't know. I guess. I mean, all I know is that he's a fresh ingredient guy.
Yeah.
Gets it from the market nearby.
That makes a difference. Makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes it good.
My guy uses herbs and ingredients, but he uses fresh frozen. You ever heard of that?
I think I've heard. Tell me about it again.
It's a pretty cool idea. So these companies, primarily on the West Coast, but across the United States, when they harvest these seasonings and these herbs, they actually freeze them in the field.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then they ship them to my guy. And by the time he's done thawing them at his place, they're actually fresher than the herbs and spices and seasonings that your guy's using.
Fresher. So why would my guy use that same process then?
He's probably 2 small potatoes.
Oh.
He's making 20, 30, maybe 40, max 50 gallons a day.
Mm-hmm.
My guy's making like 500, 600,000 pounds of soup a day.
Wow. Why so much?
He sells to chain restaurants and family restaurants.
Oh, okay.
So he's selling that soup to many, many outlets across the United States. It's kind of a cool idea. I mean, he manufactures 700,000 pounds of soup a day, puts it in a bag, ships it to the back of the house of these restaurants. And by the time it gets to these restaurants, it's heat and serve. It's good to go.
That sounds like a really nice service. Are there a lot of companies out there that do that same thing?
There are a lot of them. A lot of them making a lot of product like the soup, and a lot of them are buying a lot of ingredients too to go into that soup. I mean, imagine 600,000 pounds of soup a day. How much ingredients you'd have to actually buy to manufacture that soup?
I'm imagining that. I would guess that if you and I were to sell ingredients to those manufacturers, we could stand to make a little bit of money.
Right. Imagine that. Be great. Problem is finding out who these guys are.
Yeah.
And how we would get our message to them,
Yeah.
How would we do that?
I